Let's see if Jeff has what it takes. He's got the all of South America, counting on him to lock in this spot to go to Vegas here. So let's see if Jeff can do that. No pressure, JEFFBOLADAO, but you do have to go up against a previous America's Cup champion, Big V.
Yeah, Big V pre-banning the Eleanor, great pre-ban. Now he just has to deal with Hey and he from last match he dealt with Hey really well using the Sigrid, Chandra, and Cigar.
This is so interesting looking at that pre-ban down there. The Eleanor finding its way in pre-ban in SWC 2025. That is wild. The Kavachi also, no surprise there.
Yeah, Sigrid, he's just baiting JEFFBOLADAO to pick Hey because that Sigrid kind of counters the Hey pretty well.
Did I say SWC 2025? What year is it? I'm going to the future already. We've got our picks out of here. First pick from JEFFBOLADAO. We've got the Cigar. We've got Big V showcasing this Okeanos, and the 33 speed lead Oliver. We've got Jeff showcasing his own 33 speed lead in the form of Vanessa, and a Miles is going to be coming along with it as well.
Yeah, now Big V has a choice to go with Barbara or maybe his Sigrid.
Oof. Are we going to see another Sigrid early? I don't know. I feel like we're not going to go down that route just yet. We'll see what happens here. Is he going to bring it? If he's not.
He chose to pick one of his LDs. I think he's going to still go with one of two of his LDs. Okay, I thought he was going to pick a water unit.
Ooh, I mean, those are some strong LDs being showcased right now. We've got Laura, we've got Yan Hong being drafted by Big V. We're commanding that turn one. We want it. Big V wants it. Let's see what JEFFBOLADAO is going to do. We've got the Verti-Heal. We know we saw the Verti-Heal up against the Raigeki matches where he was able to accrue a ton of value with that Verti-Heal. But this last pick is going to be from JEFFBOLADAO. Could be a couple things here.
Yeah, drafting against JEFFBOLADAO, you always know he's trying to pick up the Verti-Heal in his draft. It's really hard to play around that sometimes. He could let the Verti-Heal through and ban the Juno, but he has to hope Toy Knight goes through and actually stuns the Verti-Heal with a 50% chance, or just Okeanos. So he's going to have to pick a really big water threat right now.
See what that unit is going to be here. I don't know why, but I kind of wanted to see a Masha for some reason. No way are we going to see another unicorn here. The fact that we're seeing a Helena right now is wild.
Yeah, that's interesting because JEFFBOLADAO is like the unicorn master. He has Alexandria and Eleanor.
Yep, Helena's going to be catching that ban here. Verti-Heal is going to catch that ban. He does not want JEFFBOLADAO accruing any value here. Let's see what happens, guys. We get into the very first match with JEFFBOLADAO and Big V. Yan Hong going to be taking turn number one.
Yeah, I actually thought he could deal with Verti-Heal pretty well, but if Toy Knight doesn't stun the Verti-Heal, then it's actually a great ban.
Oof. Well, we've got skills available for Okeanos. Okeanos can shut units down here. Let's go with the big rain of stones, getting stuns everywhere. Look at the amount of damage once again on this field. Great additional damage, great artifacts coming from Big V.
Yeah, great artifacts indeed. That Okeanos does huge damage. Also, still 2024 still awakens to crit rate.
Not a bad thing, but kind of a bad thing at the same time. But it did provide lots of damage here. We've got Cigar with 1 foot in the door. I would honestly put it at, because this Cigar is not in great shape at all, especially being stunned up at the moment. We do know Juno doesn't mind the stuns here, so Juno still looking as healthy as ever. But once again, Big V pulling that damage directly into Cigar.
Yeah, Toy Knight actually only landing one slow, so that's kind of unfortunate for Big V.
More damage coming towards this Cigar. We can see the resets getting prioritized on the Miles. Doesn't want that unit to take a turn here. Doesn't want it to proc out of that stun either. I think that's what Big V kind of hoping doesn't happen right now. So we have reset available with our Okeanos. We can lay down a little bit more damage. Going to be going towards this Vanessa, stopping this unit from potentially getting any defense breaks or even having that revive up there. Charge Vitality is going to be ready for us and pumping up our Laura.
Yeah, because Big Z's been counting cooldowns with his Oliver, he chose to not use Spare of Devastation for 2 turns.
Oof, Cigar definitely not looking good right now. That dot's not going to finish him off here, but this Oliver does have the power to finish him off. But it looks like the resets the attack bar is going to take priority on this Miles right now.
Yeah, that Juno is going to be kind of hard for, kind of annoying for Big V, but Big V could still deal with it. Earlier on, if there was a Vertihill, you know, like, it's probably going to be stunned by Okeanos anyways.
Wow, you could definitely tell Big V didn't want Miles to take a turn at all. It's almost like he could smell the violent proc from here, and of course it happens, but not a lot of value for Jeff there. Going out, he's just trying to limit the damage and limit the units from Big V, trying to get what he can on this Laura. And we know that Charge Vitality can be coming up very shortly.
Yeah, JEFFBOLADAO actually drafted against Laura really well, but just the power of Yonghong being able to heal, deal a bunch of damage took over the game.
Exactly that. So round number 1 going to Big V.
Yeah, let's just see who they're going to pre-ban first, because JEFFBOLADAO is going to be able to have his Eleanor.
Let's see what those pre-bans going to be. The Eleanor. Is the Eleanor going to be that impactful going up against Big V? I'm not too sure, but JEFFBOLADAO, he has shown that he does like to have this unit in a lot of his drafts, so we'll find out how much he really likes this unit if he does bring it up against Big V. But we've got the Laura in the pre-ban. We got the Vanessa in the pre-ban as well.
Yeah, Eleanor, with her passive, it's like kind of inconsistent, but very consistent when you're used to bringing like AoE strips, because like when you AoE strips, you're hitting 4 units, and one of them is going to glance.
Big V taking prio on the Cigar. He has been taking a lot of priority on this unit as well in his first matchup today. He was definitely prioritizing. Jesus, that word's going to kill me today. The Cigar and JEFFBOLADAO, we've got that Vertihill coming back to the table. The Water Twin Angels as well.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, JEFFBOLADAO really prioritized the Vertihill. And interesting to see Big V picking the Sigrid up again.
And we are going to see it. He showcased this unit before, and it was very interesting to see him bringing that unit to the table here. So it's going to be back here in this round number 2 with JEFFBOLADAO. Let's see what he's going to do. Are we going to get an Eleanor coming out? And it is! He is going to bring the Eleanor back out. That is so wild to see this light unicorn getting priority in a draft in SWC.
I think the Sigrid was picked because JEFFBOLADAO was actually challenging Big V's speed with both Vertihill and Water Twin Angel. And picking Vertihill this early, it could present that he might be going for a Swift Vertihill. So that's why the Sigrid was picked up, because I'm pretty sure Big V has Sigrid on his fastest Swift set, one of his fastest Swift set. He has a lot.
It was very, very fast indeed. But that Leo's definitely going to put a damper on some things here. I like that Big V's showcasing the Bulwark. I know we talked about this before with Raigeki having so much trouble with this Eleanor that we were wondering if a Bulwark was going to be a response. So it looks like Big V is going to try his pot here and see if Bulwark will be an answer for the Eleanor. That does showcase we're letting that Eleanor through.
Yeah, that Bulwark is a good pick, but it doesn't really answer Vertihill. So it seems like Vertihill is going to get picked, but then that means the last pick is going to be led through.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, we might be seeing a potential Leo ban as well, not wanting to limit any of our speed here. The Ethna, I think, is a pretty good pick coming out of JEFFBOLADAO for sure.
Eleanor is going to be really annoying for Gianna. Oh, see, the Vertihill's got to be banned.
Yeah, Vertihill definitely catching a ban here. Gianna catching a ban here. Let's see if Bulwark has what it takes to stop this light unicorn. We're getting into round number 2 right here with 24 speed leads for both players here. Big V versus JEFFBOLADAO in round number 2.
Yeah, I noticed that Eleanor got through because Big V picked Bulwark. So let's just see how the Bulwark's going to perform this game.
See what happens, because Leo's taking turn 1, violent procking into the Surgrid as well. You can see JEFFBOLADAO trying to already do something about this Surgrid, not getting anything stripped there, going directly into the Surgrid, in gets the stun as well.
This Bulwark is probably on a Violent Will Bulwark, because you see he had 4 stacks, but there's no shield runes, and there's one set of will runes.
Exactly that. Let's see if he's going to stun it up here, stopping the Surgrid once again. Or he could just go... Yeah, the 5 stacks of knowledge are already there. You might as well press buttons at this point.
But next turn, transforming to human form means next turn he's going to get another 4 stacks. Bulwark being a pretty solid counter for Eleanor. And we already know Big V's problem. His problem with his drafts is that it's always hard for him to bring like one consistent damage dealer, and now he found it in Bulwark. So it's kind of nice to see Bulwark in his draft.
Definitely. I do kind of like this Bulwark because I know we did discuss it before going into the Eleanor. So I think Bulwark is the answer here. So right now, Ethna definitely in a really rough situation right now. So no turns are going to be taken by that Ethna. So we're going to see Big V dropping that unit. Does get the kill on Ethna. And that's one of those big defense breakers that JEFFBOLADAO is going to be using to have his Leo pop off on. So that's not going to be happening here. We get a third skill looking to get a slow or just more damage out onto the Water Twin Angels.
Yeah, he's going to get 4 stacks over here, and then he's going to get another 3 stacks when the unicorn moves.
Trying to land the provokes, and that's not going to be happening here because there's going to be no cleanse available. See if the additional turn pops out. No additional turn by that light unicorn. Look at that damage going into the Water Twin Angels. Water Twin Angels take a ton of damage right there. Is the dot going to be enough? I think that unicorn should be right there to cleanse it, and it's not going to matter. Big V winning in round number 2.
Yeah, Big V won this round pretty well. There wasn't enough control to control the Bulwark, so Bulwark just went crazy, healing the team, dealing damage, finish off the Ethna.
Yep, so I think that definitely answers the question. Is Bulwark enough for that light unicorn? I think it is. I think the Bulwark is definitely enough for the light unicorn. And the light unicorn still in the pre-ban right now, and that Kavachi as well.
Well, most of the time it's not enough because Bulwark is very susceptible to control, but JEFFBOLADAO didn't bring a lot of control, so that's why the unit got through Bulwark.
There's that Oliver. There's that Okeanos getting some priority once again by Big V. We've got JEFFBOLADAO showcasing the cigar and a 33 speed lead Vanessa.
Yeah, interesting to see Vanessa gets picked out. Now, JEFFBOLADAO might just go with Vanessa and the double bruiser comp, picking up the Josephine early. Josephine countering a lot of the stuff that Big V's trying to do. Hopefully the Josephine's on will runes, because if it's not, the Oliver is just going to take over Josephine.
Ooh, there's the Laura and the Yan Hong being showcased by Big V once again. He got so much damage and a lot of value by drafting these 2 units. So interesting to see that we're going to get a Josephine out here for JEFFBOLADAO. And we've got 2 more picks here to respond to the double LD5s Big V's laying down.
Yeah, instead of Barbara, he just picks Yang Hong because Yang Hong just has a faster base speed. But right there, actually, Barbara looks pretty nice.
Double fire units. JEFFBOLADAO is going to slam that down. Vertiheal. Fire Monkey King being drafted. No way! Are we going to see the Helena once again? It caught the ban last time. Is it going to catch another ban?
Water Monkey King. Helena is better in the first draft. Not that much better here.
And he does get a pivot to a Rika. So Rika is going to get locked in here for Big V. Obviously, we don't have any form of immunity. So Rika is one of those problematic units where it can lay down absolutely everything. Obviously, stunning things up may be a problem because of the Josephine, but we do have 2 ways to reset that unit.
Yeah, Rika's going to get banned, and that leaves an open ban to Josephine. Pretty telegraphed ban for Josephine because he picked Rika.
Yeah, most definitely. So we got 33 speed lead for both players here as we get into round number 3. Big V at match point. JEFFBOLADAO looking to keep himself alive here and make his way to Vegas. He's trying his best, but we've got Big V in his way.
This is the first time Vertihill got through. Let's see if the Vertihill puts in any work this game.
Oh, no revenge is there. This is the double revenge will, I believe, on this Vertiheal, so not happening right there just yet. We've got Rain of Stones happening right now. Not getting a stun on top of the Vanessa, and of course not getting it onto this Fire Monkey King. We have the reset getting resisted on top of the cigar, which is very fortunate. Looking to set up a defense break, though.
Yeah, 29 being only a chance to stun. Big V played that really well, not using 2.9 so early.
Let's see if you can set up another strip here, removing this defense buff from anybody. Opting to go for a skill 1 despair stun onto the lower from this Vanessa, so it's very fortunate. I don't know if we see a charge vitality just yet. I don't think he needs to push anybody up there. Just a little skill 1, looking to apply a glancing on the cigar, not getting that glancing.
All eyes are on that Vertihill right now. That's why he hesitated a little bit. He's thinking, should I greed and glance the Vertihill, or should I not glance the Vertihill?
Yeah, that's a scary take there, so He didn't go for it. I know it's looking a little bit better right now for JEFFBOLADAO. His units are looking a little low, but he's able to take away one of those units there for Big V with that Fire Monkey King. And the Fire Monkey King is a troublesome unit there that Big V has to deal with. So Cigar is going to be dropping, does get revived back for the Nessa third skill here. So now we're online. Vertiheal trying to pump up that attack bar. We're looking to set up a defense break, and Fire Monkey King is ready to take advantage of one of those units here.
Yeah, the Oliver getting that proc, I'm surprised JEFFBOLADAO's units didn't proc, especially the Cigar.
Charge Vitality comes out onto the Oliver. We're looking to reduce some attack bar here. He needs to maybe push back or try to push back this Fire Monkey King, but at least the Yanhong will be shaking off that defense break.
Yeah, but JEFFBOLADAO just has such great support units to back up his Monkey King right now.
Holy damage! We had the Yanhong had enough in the tank to get rid of that Vertiheal. So Big V not having to worry about all that attack bar that JEFFBOLADAO could have accrued there. Gets rid of the Vertiheal. But you know what? We're trading some units here. JEFFBOLADAO with a beautiful additional turn drops that Yanhong.
Yeah, right now it just looks like the Fire Monkey King is going to take over the game. Unless the Oliver continuously push back and resets the Fire Monkey King.
That's exactly what needs to happen, is he needs to really push back lots of attack bar. And keep in mind, we have a reset coming from this Vanessa as well, so I think he might swap over to try to push it. No, all attack bar. Everything's going into this Fire Monkey King. Big V knows he needs to get rid of this unit, so additional damage is going to be rolling in. Stuns up that Vanessa. We're getting more additional turns coming out of Fire Monkey King. Fire Monkey King has what it takes in the tank to get rid of Big V here, but Big V is going to try and hold on to his best because he knows that Vanessa has the revive up and available. And looking for stuns here, not needing the stuns at all. JEFFBOLADAO in round 3, putting one on the board.
Yeah, great picks by JEFFBOLADAO, picking that Fire Monkey King, also Vertiheal to take care of Oliver.
Indeed. I mean, it was a unit that Big V had a lot of trouble with. He knew he had to get rid of that Vertiheal, so Jeff wasn't accruing a ton of value, gaining lots of attack bar over Big V there. So Big V kind of got lucky. There was no revenges coming out of this Vertiheal. And Vertiheal wasn't really showcasing it was on Violent either. We couldn't confirm if it was a Violent will. I'm assuming it was double revenge will.
JEFFBOLADAO's Vertiheal is on double revenge will, but he was angling to draft the Meiho Wang the whole time because Meiho Wang both counters the Oliver and the Okeanos.
Exactly that, and it's the unit that really brought him victory in that round as well. So let's see what happens. Big V still at match point. JEFFBOLADAO looking to keep himself alive here. We got pre-bans locked in already. Vanessa and the Surgrid down in the pre-ban. We have Big V locking in that Saga. JEFFBOLADAO taking one piece of that puzzle. The Chandra gets drafted. Not the Veladril, but the Vertiheal.
Big V had to play against Vertiheal 4 games in a row. 3 games in a row right now. 2 times it got banned. 1 time it got let through. It won the match.
Exactly. Let's see what happens as we continue this draft here. Vertiheal does get confirmed by JEFFBOLADAO. Big V taking his time here. I think he really wants to make the right decision going up against Chandra and Vertiheal here.
Yeah, if JEFFBOLADAO actually wins this match, he could Big V could actually consider pre-banning the Vertiheal. Heigang being a good counter for Vertiheal, and also Gianna does really well against Vertiheal as well. It's good picks by Big V overall.
I agree with that. I think these are great picks for Big V as well. Taking the Gianna, also taking this Heigang away from his opponent. I think the Eleanor, I'm not surprised to see this being prioritized by Jeff.
Yeah, Eleanor does really good into like AoE strips. So now Big V is going to really have to worry about Heigang and Gianna doing their job.
Yep, there's the Ethna, there's Eleanor. We have those confirmed units by Jeff. Very quickly drafted by Big V, and he takes both those units away. So the Ragdoll is something Big V wants to draft right now. There's no way you lock that in. You know, every time I see out of Rag, and I'm just not for it.
Yeah, Artemis not that bad into Vertiheal and Ethna. I like the Artemis pick here.
You know, I too would draft out of Rag here. I would. But then I would find a way to lose here. And I think that's the only reason why I'm not such a fan. But I do think Ada Rag is a fine draft here. We get a Veramos wrapping up JEFFBOLADAO's draft.
Yeah, Veramos is a force ban. And Big V will be able to choose who he wants to ban, either the Eleanor? Yeah, probably the Eleanor. Oh, okay, he didn't ban the Eleanor. I mean,
Well, Hagen's going to
yeah.
be catching a ban, and so is that Veramos. We have some interesting bans here as we're going into match point with Big V, and JEFFBOLADAO looking to keep himself alive, and defense leads coming out here for Big V. That's going to be a big Ada coming at him with that defense lead. So let's see what happens. Ethna's kicking things off right now.
That's going to be a really thick Arda. I think that 2-turn heal is going to provide Big V a lot of sustain.
See if he can land some provokes out here. I'm a big fan of Ada and Cigar. I like landing the provokes on units that can crit, because you can kind of control where that attention's going, and Ada gets to take advantage of those crits there. But there's that big cleanse coming out of the Light Unicorn. No provokes going to be landing here. Right now, Gianna's taking a lot of fire right now.
Right now, you're kind of at the disposal of Artemil's stun. If Big V sees that heal is big, but if Big V is able to get some despair stuns, then he can take over this game. If he gets no despair stuns, then it's going to be tough for Big V to take over this game.
And pretty good strips are happening right now for this Ada as well. He's getting some nice, those anti-crits ripped off, and ooh, we get a nice additional turn coming out. And no bomb is going to land on top of that Eleanor, but he is going to push for that skill 3, looking for a full team stun. He does get it.
No glance was applied. Eleanor's passive not working.
There's the big damage. 14k coming from Ada to finish off that Ethna there.
Yep, armor broken Ethna. Yes.
Definitely going to be getting rid of that unit. We're going to see some additional damage rolling in. I think that was 1.7k from Gianna, I think I saw from first skill. So that's some really good damage coming towards the Sandra.
It almost feels like a Rage Artemil, not a Despair Artemil.
He is. He's putting out some really good numbers. He also has that defense lead too, which is definitely helping out on that damage. 7.8k is going to be dropping that unit. JEFFBOLADAO is going to concede Big V in round number 4 and moving forward to Vegas.